Life doesn't always give you the pieces you want. Sometimes everything falls perfectly, but other times you're stuck with a random C block at the worst possible moment. And the worst part, you don't control what pieces you get, but you do control how you respond to those pieces. Tetris isn't just a game, it's a blueprint for how to manage uncertainty, problem solving, and success in real life. The way you play Tetris says a lot about how you handle life itself. Let me show you why. The first rule of Tetris: you can't control the piece. Think about this, Tetris never gives you the exact piece you need. Maybe you want a straight line, but you end up with an awkward L block. And that is exactly how real life also works. You don't get to choose where you're born, you don't get to choose your starting position, and sometimes other people end up with more resources than you, and you might have to grind from the bottom. The perfect opportunity for something usually doesn't come, like getting that perfect job, or the moment you feel like, oh, now is the perfect moment to start a business, or the moment to start chasing your dreams. But just like in Tetris, that perfect moment rarely comes when you want it. The mistake people make is waiting for the right conditions instead of playing the pieces they already have. But here's the secret: how you play now affects the pieces you get later. So if you keep your board clean, organized, and adaptable, you will be able to handle whatever comes next. But if you don't, one bad piece can mess up everything. Just like in real life, if you invest wisely early on, you'll get financial security later. If you invest in skills and build connections, you'll get more job opportunities. And if you invest in your health and take care of it, you will be able to prevent diseases and illnesses further down the line. Life isn't about finding the perfect right pieces, but using the ones you already got better. Adaptation is the key to winning. The best Tetris players don't panic when they get a bad piece. They adapt, move it, rotate it, and make sure it fits in the best possible spot. And that's exactly what successful people do too. They don't blame it on bad luck. They adapt and learn. If they get fired, they learn new skills and switch careers. If they lose money, they find a new way to earn. And if they don't get into their dream school, they find a new path to success. A lot of people think that successful people had everything perfectly lined up, but in reality, they just played their pieces they already had better than everyone else. Some of the most successful people in the world had major setbacks, like Steve Jobs, who created and founded Apple. He was fired from his own company, but then moved on to creating the iPod and founding Pixar, and came back stronger than ever. And J.K. Rowling, who went to 12 different publishers before someone took a chance on Harry Potter. These people didn't have everything perfectly lined up. They played the pieces they already had better than everyone else. So next time life hands you a bad piece, don't freeze. Adapt, move it, and keep playing. The biggest mistake in Tetris, and in life, the biggest mistake people make in Tetris is waiting for the perfect piece. They keep stacking and thinking, once I get that piece, I can clear everything. But what happens if that piece never comes? You lose. People do this in real life all the time. They think that once I have enough experience, I'll start that business. I get in shape when I'm less busy. I'll ask that person out when the situation is perfect. The best time to start is now. Because just like in Tetris, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you lose before you even start. There is no perfect moment. The only move you have is the one you can make right now. Clear the small mistakes before they stack up. Ever notice how in Tetris, the more mistakes you make, the harder it gets? A small misplacement might not seem like a big deal in the start, but if you let it sit there and stack up, it can become an impossible problem to fix down the line. Life works the same way. Procrastination, skip work for one day, no big deal. But if you skip for a month, now it's a habit. A little credit card bill, fine, but ignore it for years and you're drowning in interest. Health, one bad meal won't kill you, but if you neglect diet and exercise for years, you'll feel it later. Small problems don't stay small if you ignore them. The best way to avoid major setbacks in life is fixing the small problems before they stack up. The longer the wait, the harder it is to recover, so clear lines before you hit game over. The fastest way to improve in Tetris and in life. What separates a beginner from an expert in Tetris? Speed and confidence. This applies to everything in real life. Learning a new skill, you get better at it by doing it, not by waiting. Starting a business, you don't wait for a perfect moment, you take action. Fitness, only a good workout is the one that you actually do. Most people overanalyze, second guess, and wait for the just right moment before they take action. But the only way to get better at something is to do it more. The more games you play at Tetris, the better you get at it. The more times you try, the better you get at life. So stop hesitating and start playing. How this applies to real life. You don't control the pieces you get. Adaptation is the key to success. Waiting for the perfect moment will cost you the game. The fast way to improve is through action, and you have to fix small mistakes before they stack up. Life is exactly like Tetris. You can't predict what next piece you will get, but you do control how you play your pieces. So the next time life gives you a bad piece, don't complain. Adapt, move it, rotate it, and play it the best way possible. If you like this breakdown, check out this video I made on how Minecraft is exactly like building skills in real life.